Morning, everyone. Good to go? Look, I want to thank everybody who played a part today in our Emergency Business Summit. We are hearing increasingly of a strong desire for small and family business to have some form of lockdown support package. Now, Queensland is the only state that doesn't have one, and that alone makes you ask questions. But what came through very strongly today is that business is open-minded as to what that support package looks like, but what they aren't for the moving on is whether or not one is needed. You betcha it's needed, and many small and family businesses have been to hell and back in the last year or so, and they don't have the capacity to go through this all over again. So what they want to know is, ahead of any future lockdowns, and we hope we don't see another one, but while we wait for the vaccine rollout, while we wait to see the new processes, businesses need certainty, and they're calling for it loud and clear. The other thing that came through this morning very strongly was the desire for more support around mental health and mental well-being of staff, of owners. And we think that's a very fair and reasonable request, and something that we'll advocate for, and we'll do it in a respectful way because this is beyond politics, and we want to make sure that, again, now in the short term and ahead of any future business interruptions, that business owners and their staff have that support. All of these things, it's about certainty in uncertain times, to allow business to invest, trade and grow. That's what they want to see now and into the future. And I'll get Brent again as Shadow Small and Family Business Minister to say a few words.
Thank you, David. Well, small business has been abandoned by the state government, which is making it incredibly difficult for them to invest, trade and grow. We heard today of the challenges that small business have faced, not just in recent weeks through the lockdown, but over the last 12 months. And it's time for the state government to step up and provide small business the support that they so desperately need. More than 335,000 Queensland small businesses were locked down last week. 335,000 businesses that didn't know whether or not they were going to come out to trade this week, didn't know whether or not they were going to have shifts for their staff. By our calculations, there's around 800,000 employed by those. There is around 800,000 Queenslanders employed by those small businesses that were in lockdown last week. 800,000 people whose livelihood relies on small businesses to keep trading and remain viable. So that's why the state government should come forward and support small business right now in their time of need. We heard today of the challenges that small business owners have faced as they try to battle through the pandemic. Mental health concerns with respect to just knowing whether or not they're going to be able to put food on the table and keep their employees in a job. That takes a toll on people, and it's important that they feel like they're supported through this process. And right now, Queensland small businesses feel like they've been abandoned. They feel like they've been abandoned because the Queensland state government is the only state government that hasn't come forward with a support package to support small business right now in their time of need. So we're calling on the state government to step up to the mark, provide small business the support that they so desperately need. It's time to demonstrate that you've got a commitment to small business right across the state. Now's the time, not in the next lockdown, not in 12 months' time. Right now the state government needs to step up, provide small business with the support that they have been calling for many, many months so that they can invest, trade and grow.
What I heard out of that emergency crisis meeting that we just had with business just then was that businesses need certainty and they want support to invest and grow. They're prepared to do the investment and the growth, but they need this state Labor government to step up and support them. We need a COVID support package for lockdowns and for when businesses are forced to comply with rules, because they understand the need for that. They just need the state Labor government to step up and support them. They're not after a handout, they're after a hand up, and they need this certainty now.
Feel free to introduce yourself.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name's Rebecca. I'm the State Head for Australian Industry Group, and along with a number of other industry groups this morning, I thank the opposition for the conversation. As industry groups, we welcome conversations with government and opposition on how we can help our small to medium and family enterprises through these challenging times. Inconsistency and uncertainty is not good for business. It creates many challenges, including not just in the immediate but in the long-term future for their business. We support immediate support and also ongoing support. Particularly welcome the discussion this morning on mental health. It's critically important, and we will welcome measures to support all businesses, employees and business owners in these challenging times. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Beck. I think there's some questions, so thank you.
Questions on other issues.
Thank you.
Leader, a gentleman appeared on the Today Show this morning. He'd flown from Canada to see his dying mother, but unfortunately she passed away last night up in Cairns. He's upset with Queensland Health for not allowing him up to see her. What are your thoughts?
It's harrowing, and you see those stories and it rips your heart out. And I guess we always have to look at how we can do things better. This is the darkest days for people when they go through that, and to me it just seems that Queensland Health doesn't care, and that's the most concerning thing. It's not the advice, it's not the processes, it's the compassion or lack of it that's hurting people the most.
And then another one on the Sunshine Coast, where here in 10 hospital staff helped a woman with COVID. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it shows everything we know about our health frontline service people. They sign up every day because they put others ahead of themselves. They are the true heroes. What I want to know is that we have systems and processes in place to keep them safe every day they go to work. That's important, and no one will ever question their dedication, that's for sure. Thanks everybody, thanks very much.